that we will do what we want in the Middle East, and if any government in the region objects, we will overthrow that government. But when he says we, he's very nice. You know, it's his U.S. buddies that will do it. The U.S. will spend trillions of dollars and lives and the utter destruction of world trust in the United States to do this extremist Zionist bidding. And Netanyahu has been right. The U.S. has done his bidding up until now. We know that there was a plan already hatched decades ago, but unveiled to the former NATO commander, General Wesley Clark, in the immediate aftermath of 9/11, which said 7 wars in 5 years. And those 7 countries were Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Somalia, Sudan, Libya, and Iran. And the U.S. has been engaged in 6 of those 7 wars till now, a long plan, delayed, by the way, because every one of those turned into a complete debacle compared to what Bibi promised us all the time, how wonderful these wars would be. And now we're in the 7th war, finally. And Donald Trump has fallen completely into line as of today. It's amazing to watch. It's terrifying to watch. It would be nice if we had an America First foreign policy.
You just heard Dr. Jeffrey Sachs, economist, Columbia professor, and one of the few voices inside the American elite willing to speak truth about U.S. foreign policy, reveal a terrifying reality. We will do what we want in the Middle East, and if any government objects, we will overthrow it. And when Netanyahu says we, he doesn't mean Israel. He means the United States. And Sachs doesn't stop there. He exposes a secret plan laid out after September 11th, a roadmap for 7 wars in 5 years, targeting Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Somalia, Sudan, Libya, and Iran. 6 down, 1 to go. And now, under Donald Trump, the so-called America First president, we're finally reaching the 7th war. Let's break it all down. Sachs starts with a chilling observation. When Netanyahu says we, he means the U.S. His U.S. buddies will do the job. That's not conspiracy theory. That's fact. Israel may have the vision, but it's the American military-industrial complex backed by the neoconservative deep state that does the heavy lifting. And it's been happening for decades. Back in 2001, just weeks after September 11th, former NATO Commander General Wesley Clark was told in no uncertain terms, "We're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and ending with Iran." That list included Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Somalia, Sudan, Libya, Iran, a full blueprint for regime change across the Middle East and North Africa. And guess what? The U.S. followed through almost perfectly. Sachs calls it like it is. The U.S. has been engaged in 6 of those 7 wars now. A long plan delayed because every one of those turned into a complete debacle. That's an understatement. Each of these wars was sold to the public with promises of quick victories, liberation, and peace. What do we get instead? Iraq, chaos, insurgency, ISIS, trillions spent, hundreds of thousands dead. Libya, collapse in a civil war, rise of jihadist groups, destabilization across North Africa. Syria, proxy war with Russia, refugee crisis, endless violence. Somalia, endless drone strikes, failed nation building, ongoing instability. Sudan, sanctions, economic ruin, political upheaval. Lebanon, economic collapse, Hezbollah dominance, regional tension. Not one of these wars achieved its stated goal. Yet the playbook continues. Because the real goal was never democracy. It was regime change, to serve Israeli and Western strategic interests, regardless of local realities or human cost. Now we come to the final target on the list, Iran. And Sachs makes it clear. Donald Trump has fallen completely in a line as of today. Despite his campaign promise of non-interventionism, Trump became just another cog in the machine. He withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal, escalated tensions with drone strikes, authorized assassinations, and opened the door for Mossad-backed operations inside Iranian territory. So much for America first. So much for ending endless wars. In the end, Trump didn't resist the deep state. He became part of it. And now, the world watches as the seventh war looms on the horizon. Here's the question Sachs forces us to ask. Who really benefits from these wars? Certainly not the American people. We paid the price in blood and treasure. Our soldiers fought and died. Our economy bled trillions into black budget wars. Our global reputation collapsed. But someone benefited. And that someone is the extremist Zionist agenda, driven by leaders like Netanyahu. They see the Middle East as their sphere of influence. They believe any country that opposes Israel must be destroyed. And they've used the United States, its military, its intelligence agencies, its diplomatic power to make that happen. Sachs doesn't hold back. The U.S. has spent trillions of dollars, lives, and the utter destruction of world trust in the United States to do this extremist Zionist bidding. That's not just a critique. That's an indictment. The world used to look to America as a force for good. Now, most of the global South sees the U.S. as a rogue state, unpredictable, interventionist, and controlled by hidden interests. Even allies are turning away. China, Russia, India, Brazil, they're building a new world order, one that doesn't include Washington calling the shots. And who can blame them? In conclusion, Dr. Jeffrey Sachs gives us a rare glimpse behind the curtain. A look at how U.S. foreign policy has been hijacked, not by generals or presidents, but by a foreign-aligned deep state pushing a decades-old war plan. 7 wars, 6 completed, 1 left, and the world holds its breath. Stay tuned for more analysis right here on The Informed Perspective. Until next time, stay informed and think critically. We will do what we want in the Middle East, and if any government in the region objects, we will overthrow that government. But when Netanyahu says we, he's being coy. He means his U.S. allies will do it. The United States will spend trillions of dollars, sacrifice lives, and destroy what little global trust remains in America, all to serve extremist Zionist interests. And up until now, Netanyahu has been right. The U.S. has done his bidding. We know there was already a plan, hatched decades ago, but revealed to former NATO Commander General Wesley Clark shortly after September 11th. That plan called for 7 wars in 5 years, targeting Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Somalia, Sudan, Libya, and Iran. The U.S. is already engaged in 6 of those 7. The plan has been delayed. Each war turned into a disaster. Nothing like the smooth victories Netanyahu always promised. And now, we've arrived at the 7th war. Incredibly, Donald Trump has now fallen completely into line. It's astonishing to watch. It's terrifying. It would be a breath of fresh air if we actually had a true America First foreign policy.